Top of the evening. New week, new day, new journey. All right, piano stretches. So these are just, piano mini exercises that I have compiled to stretch myself with. So for today's piano stretch, I am going to be doing combination of 2-5-1 chord progression and 2-flat-2-1 chord progression, which is pretty much the tritone sub. Well, at least that's what I call it. I really don't know if that's the proper term, but I'm gonna just call it that. All right, so let's break this on down. So 2-5-1, very common jazz chord progression. You see it in all over jazz tunes. I mean, you also see it in other tunes, but as a jazz pianist, I kind of like just focus on the jazz side of things. So yeah, it's 2-5-1, very common jazz chord progression. So for example, let's pick a different key. Let's say I am in the key of, I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's say I'm in the key of C. All right, so in key of C, 2-5-1 is going to be the D, the G, and the C. Okay, so 2 is typically a minor chord or a minor 7 chord. The 5 is typically a dominant chord, and then the 1 is typically a major 7 chord or some form of those. So 2-5-1, 2-5-1. But then also, what I'm going to be doing is 2-flat-2, 1. Now I get the flat 2 because this is a substitution of the 5 chord, which is called a tritone sub. So in jazz, pretty much, you can substitute the 5 chord for its tritone. So for example, the tritone of G is going to be D flat. Oh, there we go. So that's how I get the flat 2, because D flat is the flat 2 because the 2 is D. So if you just flatten it, you flatten the 2 and then go to 1. So again, 2-5-1, and then 2-flat-2, and 1. So yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna do that in all 12 keys using the circle of force. Circle of force is C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, and then back to C. All right, so a nice little 5-minute stretch. Let's just get right into it. All right, C, 2, then 2. All right, key F. B flat, 2, 5. Okay, E flat. A flat. Whoop. D flat. G flat. Okay, B. Okay. E. I should do it up here. E. A. D. And then G. Alright, let's see, do it again. Let's see. B flat. E flat. A flat. D flat, D flat and G flat, B, E, Now, why do you always give me some trouble? A, with a D, and G. Wait, what am I hitting wrong? Something. Let me see. Hold on, something sounds right. There we go. Alright, that was G. That was it. E flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, D flat, G flat, B, B, E, E, A, D, and G. All right, well, that was fun.